Joining us now, retired U.S. Air Force Brigadier General and Newsmax contributor Blaine Holt. General Holt, always great to have you with us and also to tap into your expertise. So let's talk about Venezuela specifically. There's been a lot of hype about that, but isn't that just the tip of the iceberg here? This is global, isn't it?
It really is. This is actually the snowflake on the tip of the iceberg. When you take a look at the cartels, and it's not just Venezuela, this is just but a front in this war. It's going to be a complex war, multi-layered, but the cartel's tentacles go through Beijing, Davos, the city of London, every place you find money laundering, illicit activity. You saw the arrests and the crackdowns in Los Angeles with massage parlors and human trafficking. Listen, it's all related. And let's not forget about 70,000 Americans dying every single year because of fentanyl. And it's going to stop. And by pulling on this string, yeah, it'll get a little dangerous on Main Street, probably a lot dangerous in some places. But we have to get this done. We have to go in this direction.
We also want to bring in former CIA covert operations officer and host of the President's Daily Brief podcast, Mike Baker. Mike, thanks for being here. I want you to talk about this, this mercenary group that Venezuela is alleging that they captured that has ties to the CIA. What do you make of that?
Yeah, it's not the first time, the Maduro has rolled out this notion that he's nabbed some agents of the CIA. Look, this, again, obviously, this is a little bit different in the sense that he's got B-1 bombers flying over his coastline. He's got a very large deployment out off his coast. So, yeah, you could argue the atmospherics are different, but in terms of him looking for a bogeyman, in terms of him looking to rally the population against the great evil empire, it's not atypical for him.
General Holt, if this is, and as you said, this is a global issue here with these cartels, and again, the Venezuela is just a snowflake on the tip of the iceberg, to use your metaphor here, is this a much more dangerous operation than we may realize to take down these cartels that obviously are a massive global network? What will have to happen?
It is very dangerous. If you just look at the Venezuelan army and their setup, you're not going to be very impressed. You'll sit there and say, wow, they've got a few machine guns on the beach and a super soaker. But if you look deeper, the cartels globally are armed and dangerous with drone warfare. They have infiltrated governments. They've bought politicians. They threaten to politically assassinate folks. And a lot of this stuff over the last 4 years of open borders leaves us in a bit of vulnerability because the cartels are on every single main street in the United States. And so we've got to come together as communities, support our first responders and military, and understand that we're in for the long haul here.
Mike, I want you to talk about all the rumors of President Trump, the administration possibly launching some type of inland attack or an inland strike on Venezuela or Colombia on the cartels in those respective nations here. What do you think about that?
Well, they've certainly got the assets in place, right? They've set the table if they do intend to take this fight against the narco traffickers onto land. So, I would say yes, they're prepared to do it. And after, all these strikes that they've made in international waters and killed at least 57 individuals that we know of, I don't think you could argue that they don't have the stomach for it. And so I wouldn't be surprised. Look, I will caution. I'm old enough that I was in the drug wars back in the old days when we thought we were winning the drug wars. There's a bottomless pool of recruits. So just blowing vessels out of the water isn't going to do it. Right? You're not going to stop it. And then you've got the other side of the coin, which is the demand and consumption side. This is a very complex, very never-ending, it seems, problem.
It seems like until you get to the actual production sites, they'll just keep having to blow up boats over and over and over again, and it never ends here. So maybe that will be the case.
Constant regeneration.
Yep. Yeah. Okay.